right, so this talk is just, well, I'll call it brief, but you know I'm long-winded. This is about insurance coverage of hormone therapy related things, such as labs and medications. So let's start with labs. Labs, I see about a 75-80% coverage rate, and that is more related to how the labs get coded whenever we write out the orders and stuff for them. So, we put various codes on there that the insurance company will recognize and cover for. There's, of course, gender dysphoria. We can put that code down. A lot of times that one doesn't fly with most insurance companies. They want other information in there, such as, are you having fatigue, anxiety, depression? Are you having problems with menstrual cycle, or what have you? Anyway, so we put various codes down to help get those covered. Does not always work though, but fairly high success rate with that, with 75-80% maybe. But on the other topic of medication coverage, be it testosterone or estrogen, that's more a 50-50 hit or miss. Insurance companies are not too keen on that. It's pretty obvious why we're prescribing it, since we can only use one code really to get that sucker covered, and the only code that we can put down really is gender dysphoria, for why we would be prescribing hormones for someone. And so then it just becomes basically wait and see, does your insurance company cover transgender care related medications? Like I said, it's 50-50 shot. We do fill out prior authorization forms if the insurance company should want more information about why we are prescribing this particular medication for you. We do fill those out, just to say, yes, we are seeing them because they have gender dysphoria or they have stated that they are transgender. I mean, of course, you don't have to have gender dysphoria to be trans, but whatever, insurance companies are dumb. So anyway, we fill those out as justification as why they should cover them, and we just sit back and cross our fingers hoping that they'll cover it. And like I said, 50-50 shot usually. But one point I will make about insurance companies is that most of the time, especially with testosterone, they want to cover only a 30-day supply. At this clinic, we generally try to send in a 90-day supply of anything whenever we send it in, whether you want that to be as 1 month supplies with a couple of refills attached or 90 days altogether. We usually try and send that in that way. But insurance companies are fans of only paying for a little bit at a time, although there are some out there that want the 90-day supply, but it's never going to be for testosterone. Estrogen, they're okay sometimes with covering 90 days. But anyways, I say this because a lot of times we send off prescriptions for testosterone for 90 days, and then the patient texts us and says, oh man, you said you sent 90 days. They only gave me 30 days. Something's wrong. No, if your insurance covered it, that's why. Because insurance companies are only going to pay for 30 days at a time. And what your pharmacy does is they take that 90-day supply and they turn it into a 30-day with 2 refills type supply. So they gave you a partial fill, and you'll just go back and pick up the rest later. And your insurance will cover that, 1 month at a time. Pain in the butt, but that's how it usually goes. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because I get those questions all the time about, you said you were going to send in 90 days, but all I got was this amount. That's generally going to be related to your insurance company and what it will pay for at one time. Now, if you're paying cash and they only gave you 30 days, I would wonder. I mean, sometimes it's because they just don't have enough supply in the store to give it to you all at once. And so they may have given you a partial fill because of that, because they just don't have enough in stock to hand out to you. That's the most common thing. And then every now and then you'll have a pharmacy whose policy it is they just don't hand out more than 90 days at a time. And whatever. I mean, that's their right to do that, but it can be kind of a pain. But anyway, those are the reasons behind why you might get a 30-day supply from a pharmacy rather than the 90-day supply that we sent in. And like I said, labs, 75-80% chance of being covered by insurance. Medications, about a 50-50 shot. you know, and that's with a prior authorization being filled out. I know I have a bunch of people say, oh, well, they said they'll cover it if you fill out a prior authorization. I've seen that told to many, many people, and then it still gets turned down. So, like I said, I don't bet 100% on insurance companies covering anything with hormone therapy, unless you've had them cover it in the past, and then maybe we have a sure bet. But anyways, so, okay, trying to make this a little bit shorter than my usual videos, and I'm at 5.5 minutes already. So hopefully that helped somebody. See y'all later.